Welcome to another episode of the Big Umbrella Podcast. That's Big with two G's. I'm going to repeat that. That's Big with two G's, the Big Umbrella Podcast. And I couldn't even help to do it. We got Steve Bond in the building at India Palace. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
My name is Steven. My parents run the restaurant India Palace. We've been doing this since 1993.
Damn.
We used to have 3 restaurants, and now we're down to 1. And we're looking to do something else, but also having fun with this as well.
Yeah. And you said you said since 1990. That was 1993 out here?
Yeah, Encinitas was our first location.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, and that's new for me. So
Yeah.
1993, when were you born?
87.
So where were you living? Like, where were you actually born at then?
I was born in Torrance.
Okay. So you was born out here then?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was that? And you being, well, not even what was born, like now you growing up out here, what was that transition like? And do you go back home?
No.
Never.
I've only been once.
Okay. And why don't you go back home?
My parents said no. We went once, I think for like a wedding or something.
Uh-huh.
And then ever since then, we just never did.
How old were you when you went?
In 2000.
So you were
probably like a teenager.
Okay, so you were able to experience it. Did you enjoy it when you went out there?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was the village. So we live in a village.
Mhm.
So it was very laid back, rural.
What is it like living in a village?
It's actually a lot of fun.
See, and that's why I asked, because I don't even know anybody who's lived in a village. So that's why I ask. I know somebody who was homeless and lived on the streets.
Yeah. It was super peaceful, super calm. It was just like meeting. I guess as a kid growing up,
how many people was in that village? If you just estimate.
I have no idea.
Mm.
Probably like 1,000.
Okay. So damn near like everybody knew everybody then.
So we're from Punjab, and it's just a lot of farmlands and then small villages.
Right.
And then I was excited because, like, growing up, you always want to see your cousins and
definitely
stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that was
me.
a cool experience just to meet my family members from India.
Mm-hmm.
Now times have changed where there's more opportunity abroad, which is sad now. So the state that we're from, Punjab, it's practically empty now because everyone's
they coming out
here. There's better opportunity out here. So even most of my family, we're all out here. So it's sad, but it's kind of,
what happened. You had to make an adjustment to fulfill what you was trying to get to.
And there's like, I always tell people, this country gives so much opportunity. So most of these Punjabis, they come here, Europe, they're all over the world. I mean, if there's a better opportunity present, you got to take it.
And you took it.
Yeah. Well, my parents took it.
Hey, and
we just got to continue it.
Right. And that's what you're doing now.
Yeah.
What was high school like for you out here?
It was fun. It was
See,
lit.
and I would always wonder, because it's like, I mean, just within your culture, what was that? Did people treat you any different?
I would say back in 2001 when the terrorist attacks happened, there was a lot of racism.
Yeah.
But other than that, high school was high school,
For sure.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Did you play sports?
No.
What was
just like with the friends,
like
basketball and stuff like that.
What were you really even into in high school?
Partying, to be honest.
There you go. You was in the party. See, that's funny.
Partying and just hanging out with friends, you know what I mean? Doing dumb teenage.
Right.
Yeah.
And what type of music was like, even like we were talking earlier, like how you listen to Pac, that was surprising to me. Like, what put you on the Pac?
Because we're West Coast, so I had a couple of older cousins. And they Tupac, Too Short, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like
all the West
Ice
Coast.
Cube, what's the West Side Connection?
Yeah. All that.
All that. So
exactly.
that was what we grew up on. And then high school was kind of different because, like, music at that time, it was Nelly, singers like that. Usher were popping.
Ooh, Usher.
So
I'm an Usher fan for sure. So
yeah.
Especially the Confessions.
I can't listen to the music now.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, man.
I don't really follow it. But back then, like high school,
Yeah, for sure.
It was a good time.
And then now, what brought you, what is your position here at this restaurant?
So it's a family business. We do everything. So like last 3 years, our chef quit, so I had to cook. You know what I mean? So that was a pain in the ass.
Transitioning everywhere.
Yeah. you just got to do whatever's needed. And now my parents are getting older, so my main focus is to be creative and do something different. So this restaurant allowed me to be just, you know what I mean, like with the murals, the vibe.
Right. This is
We have
like
a tractor in the front, just something
that's
random.
kind of basically yours.
Yeah, something that what nobody else will do.
So do they plan on passing this down to you?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's past. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's just we're in a transition phase. So
transition into what?
We don't know yet. It's just like people need to it's restaurant business is hard. It's intense. Like it's physically and mentally it's a grind. You know what I mean? So to have that, you have to be sharp every single day. You know what I mean? So I think we're coming to the point like, do we really want to do it every single day? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That's the only reason.
Do you want to do it every single day?
I think for now, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I find little things that motivate me to get me inspired again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like it takes a toll because having a daughter, being married, like I'm mainly here.
Right.
If you want to be successful, you got to be in your own business. So it's the, you know what I mean? Like the time away from everyone else that in a weird way, you know what I mean? Like it adds up.
Definitely. Because like you're saying, like you were just saying, kind of all that time away, you're missing a lot of those moments with your daughter growing up and even the little things that she does at home that you weren't able to see, which I mean, your wife tells you like, oh babe, like she did this, that, and the third, but it's
I just went to a wedding. We have a bunch of weddings coming up. It's hard for us to all go at once. So like when we all go to a wedding, it's either my parents go or me and my brother go, or you know what I mean? We have to divide it up because like someone's always got to be here present
for the restaurant.
And when we're not, it's a shit show.
That's what I was going to ask is like, why isn't there someone outside your family that you guys are able to trust that once you guys are gone, it's like, oh, I know they'll run this just like we would. It's
like having a substitute teacher. No matter how hard the substitute teacher is going to try, the students are only going to like follow the teacher. You know what I mean? So it's
okay.
We've done it where, you know what I mean?
I see. So once you guys management steps out.
Yeah. I mean, then it's free will.
Right. The teacher's gone.
Yeah.
Now the substitute, because you get substitutes, you're like, oh, we could run this.
They can pour themselves drinks. It's free will. You know what I mean?
I see. So there's kind of more of a respect level when you guys are here and present as to if everybody was going, it's like, oh, hell no.
I mean, like, if you were at a job and your boss was there every single day, you're going to work a lot harder than...
You're going to be on top of your shit.
If your boss wasn't there.
Right.
I don't care what realm of business you're in, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just got to be there. That's just, like, hard work is hard work, you know what I mean? And it's just, that's where, like, I feel like we want to transition to something a little bit easier, but we don't know. Everything's just so expensive right now. So it's like, that's like the hard part. You know what I mean?
And even when you're saying transition, are you saying transition outside of food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you might even want to be done with even cooking and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then now you're just trying to figure out what it is that you want to transition to.
Like passive income, or like we made the mistake of like 10, 15 years ago, we should have bought in gas stations or something that is not as labor intensive as a restaurant is.
Like you said, having to
you can
be
hire
here.
Normal employees for like a gas station, but like you have to hire a chef, you have to hire a person that makes the bread, you have to have certain skill sets.
And when that chef isn't there and they cooking that night, it's like the people usually are like, it's okay tonight, but when that other chef is there, that food is on point every night.
Yes,
I see what you're saying. It's not just something you can hire anybody to do.
So with a restaurant, one employee can fuck everything up. Because it's like a system. So someone made the rice wrong. Someone did this. It makes a huge difference. And then the customers can sometimes tell too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're going to be like, wait, this is kind of dry today.
Exactly. So
this isn't as flavorful as it was yesterday.
Yeah. You always have to be on top of it.
That brings me, I've been thinking like, how was the first, because you said you had 3 restaurants. Yeah. How was the first, when you guys first started off with the restaurant? And what was the name of that? Same name?
No, Passage to India.
Passage to India. And what even brought that one about?
So my dad was a chef And then he had gotten a back injury, and then he couldn't work for 2 years. So that was like a rough time for us as a family. Me and my brother were still like super young. And then we were about to lose our house because like there's no payments.
It was getting real.
Yeah. And then I think he started working again as a chef, and then we just saved up money.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, I'm opening up my own.
We're not doing this anymore.
Yeah. So we opened up our own in Encinitas. We live in Encinitas. So,
okay.
And like since day one, I don't remember it because I was so young.
Yeah.
But my parents told me since day one, that was just like, it just took off.
So then what transitioned to the second one, and why wasn't the first one then working since that one was going good at first?
No, they're all the restaurants we've had always been good.
Mm-hmm.
So that one took off, and then that one took off, and then we got, I think, we bought one in Rancho Penasquitos.
Mm-hmm.
That one was not good. So that one slowed down.
And what would make the restaurant for you? Is it good, the food wise, or it just wasn't going good business wise?
So the Encinitas, it was always food. At that time, there's not many Indian restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good thing, but it was also a bad thing because people never tried Indian food. So people were so scared.
Yeah.
So, but for us, like, it was just like, we had a buffet for lunch. So that drew a lot of customers. But it was just busy from the get-go. And then my parents wanted to expand. So they went to Rancho Penasquitos. And then, I don't know what happened. Just that plaza.
Mm-hmm.
I think the location was fine. It was just...
wasn't working.
It just didn't work.
Yeah.
So we sold it. And then we sold that one and we bought another one in Rancho Bernardo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then we got sued for the one in Penasquitos. So the new owners, so we called it Passage to India. The new owners called it New Passage to India. Fucking idiots. And so they were expecting the same amount of sales that we were providing.
Right.
And they didn't. So
it didn't work out.
They sued us for like.
How the hell does that even work? How did they?
They lost, and then nothing happened.
Right. It's like how are you going to sue us for using and what are they even suing you for? I mean,
they said that we falsified the numbers, and I was like, dude,
because the name didn't work.
Name,
that's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, name and then the sales didn't match, and it's like, dude, I mean,
what did you think?
Yeah,
you just changed the name. The same people was not in there.
So, and I think most people when they buy a restaurant, they don't realize how hard it is. And I think that gentleman was a doctor, so I think him going into it,
thinking already,
he thought it was going to be super easy. I could do this too. I could do this, and this is just on the side. Mm-hmm. And it just once you get restaurant's not like that's like a full,
What's been some of the hardest like quirks for you to even starting or maintaining a restaurant?
Consistency.
Consistency as far as
you got to be on your A game all the time. Mm-hmm. So there's days where you're tired. There's days where you're just like, but you just gotta.
And with you having to feel like you always got to be on your toes, like, or on your A game all the time, I'm sure that's stressful.
Oh, super stressful. So
how do you deal with the mental stress behind everything? Who is there to help you when you feeling like, God damn, I don't know what to do?
I'm just like, it's like, my wife always makes fun of me, I'm just wired, I'm always stressing out. And she's like, you need to stop stressing. I was like, it becomes second nature, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm used to it now, And it's kind of cool. I can talk to my parents and my brother about it too. So like, we're all in it together. Yeah. I guess being in it together kind of helps that.
There's somebody that you able to pour out and be like, man, this is how I'm feeling about this. Like, man, this is not working. So it's like, there's somebody.
Yeah.
I know, like you said, you're wired, but you still feel that stress.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? And now with you, since you sound like you're wired like that, how are you now teaching your daughter to not take that same path? Since it's hard for you now to stray away from being stressed all the time, how are you now going to not put that on her to take on?
Yeah. It's just, I think with her, it's, right now I'm just being like, like, girl dad, whatever she wants. So thankfully, like with my wife's more like you have to do this, you have to do this.
Mhm.
I'm more like the laid back with her.
Yeah.
So I think with her, it's just I want to teach her like the grind,
Mhm.
and then just even her coming here to work, I
Right,
appreciate
she
that.
sees
So
that.
I want her to see like, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And with her coming to work, does she still have time to be a kid?
yeah,
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And then like you kind of just now said, like, that's kind of funny because you're the stressed one, but you're the laid back dad.
yeah, I'm the laid back one with her. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
So it is a way like you could kind of train
Yeah.
your mind to kind of be like, okay,
I don't want to put her in that
yeah,
situation. You know what I mean?
because you know how to handle that.
Yeah,
And where do you even think that sprouted from?
parenting. My
Mm.
parents were,
Mm. So they already are kind of deal with stress a lot of time, like them having to maintain a business
I'm sure
and a family.
they deal with a lot of stress and they don't tell me
Right.
and my brother, just so they don't, just like how I do to my daughter.
Mhm.
It's just one of those things, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And there's things that I don't want to tell them just because I don't want them to lose sleep
Have-
overnight.
Exactly. So it's more so you trying to protect them
So
from like all that
yeah.
extra stuff that you have to deal with.
Mhm.
And at this restaurant, who do you feel like one of your favorite chefs are? I mean, I don't know if that's just gonna get
Our
you in
uncle.
trouble. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And how long has he been even cooking here?
I think he started 3 years ago. So we had our original chef. He worked for like 15 years
Mhm.
and he quit. And then
Just out the blue?
just out of the blue. And then during COVID, you couldn't find any employees.
Right, because
So,
nobody was willing
yeah,
to come out,
especially an
and
Indian chef.
risk
Yeah.
to get COVID.
People wanted like ridiculous. They wanted all cash so they can file unemployment and still pocket the. It was a crazy time that time. So then I was cooking, and then coincidentally we found the uncle.
Are you a good cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more like a line cook, so like I'm all about speed.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of deliveries, and the restaurant gets packed. So it's
Yeah.
like you just have to.
You got to get.
You gotta
that
knock
of
'em
there.
out.
Yeah.
And then, so the uncle came, and then he brought something totally different, which was cool because our previous chef was Guatemalan, and he made really good Indian food.
And he was there for 15
Yeah.
years. Damn.
And he made really good Indian food, but he also made it cater to the American taste.
Mm-hmm.
So he put a lot more cream and stuff like that in the food. And when
That'd
the
be
uncle
me.
came
I'd be
in,
needing the cream because that
Yeah.
should be crazy hot.
and then when the uncle came in, he brought like traditional food.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember in the beginning, a lot of customers were like, "No, this is too overpowering."
Mm-hmm.
But then people got used to it, and it was just ever since then, he's mainly so he'll come in, he'll prep everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then now we just have line cooks that
Now
make
'cause
all the dishes.
he already
But it's
did
his-
everything.
It's his food.
Seasoning and all
Yes.
that shit, and then it's like, here, now you guys just put it together.
Yeah.
I put it. I prepped
Yeah.
it. You guys put it together.
Mhm.
What's your
Oh.
favorite dish?
Probably the lamb curry.
Lamb curry. See, I
Yeah.
never had that before. I like chicken tikka masala,
Yeah, that
See,
one's the most popular one.
but I can't do no spice because the Indian spice is fucking crazy.
I mean, to be honest with you, we asked the customer how they like it. So
I'd be like, if you
Yeah.
could do 0,
yeah,
we let's do that. I had that today, and I'm like, yo, we could do like the least amount. I did like a 2 out of 10, and I was like, that shit is crazy. Like I
Yeah.
was sweating and shit.
same with me. I don't do spice. So
See, and you grew up doing the spice.
yeah,
Or
I think
did
when
you?
I was younger,
Uh-huh.
like we all when Buffalo Wild Wings was popping back in the day,
Yeah.
we used to
You
get
got
like
the hottest
remember
ones?
like the blazing of the mango
Ooh,
habanero.
See, and I
So
never.
me and my friends used to do that,
Mm,
but
mm-mm.
after like 8-9 years ago, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck, I
Hell
can't. I
nah.
don't want to even.
I hate
mess with that
eating
anymore.
shit and I'm sweating
Yeah.
or I'm going like that. Now I'm not enjoying my food. I'm so focused on my goddamn mouth burning. I can't even enjoy this damn food.
Yeah, I don't know how we did it back in the day.
And you got the hottest one, like that,
Yeah.
that habanero.
I think
like,
it was just to like one up each other,
yeah, like,
with friends.
let's see if you do it.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then like, plus you grew up like used to this shit. Cause
Yeah.
like I said, those spices are different. What inspired like them spices in Indian food?
So there's so many different spices that go into an entree.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like spicy, it's just different spices.
Flavors. Mm-hmm.
So when you add all that up, it just makes the dish that much more
Yeah.
flavorful.
Yeah.
And in in India is so different and so large that food's different. So like people in Mumbai eat totally different food than what we would eat.
And how close is that?
It's far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're in northern India.
Uh-huh.
And our food is totally different from
And what differentiates it?
So like Mumbai, Goa, they're closer to the ocean.
Okay.
So they're more seafood. We're in the farms, so ours is more vegetables. In our religion, we're not even supposed to eat meat. So it's like spinach, veggies, cottage cheese, stuff like that.
And to this day, is it still like you're not supposed to eat meat?
I mean, now it's everybody, It's, I guess, preference.
Right.
So I eat meat, but most people. It depends on how strict you are with your religion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, when it comes to religion, I'm just more of a spiritual person than it is religious. So I don't even want to get into religion because that strays other ways and this and that. So definitely not that. Like you said, you don't even like spices.
No.
Does your daughter and your wife like spices?
Yeah.
More so.
I wouldn't say my daughter, but my wife. Yeah.
Okay.
Or flavorful.
Right.
Yeah.
And does she cook?
No.
So you're not at home. You're the cook too.
We just bring food from the restaurant.
Oh, that's easy, right? Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
How did you guys stray into the TikTok? So I know, like your uncle, he's like super popular on there.
So we Sean Welchef from Cali Barbecue. He's a really nice guy. Eats at a restaurant quite often, and he came up to me. He's like, "Steven, you guys need to do fucking TikTok. Do whatever you got to do, but you gotta be out there with social media." And I told him our situation and stuff like that, and he's like, "Yo, just get on TikTok." And then we finally found a social media company. They created us a TikTok, and we weren't expecting anything from it. We were just posting the same videos that we put on Instagram onto TikTok.
And put it on the TikTok.
And like, I would say like the first couple weeks, it was like,
nothing
like 50
special.
Views, you know what I mean? And then like one video trended, and we're like, whoa, this is weird. And then the uncle, he's good with the camera, and we never knew that. So he would like, in the beginning, he would like make these dishes look so crazy for the camera.
Yeah.
And
you got those angles. And
and he'll like purposely make a flame, just like for the camera. He made it look crazy,
magnificent,
magnificent.
Yeah.
And then a couple of those videos popped off, and then it just took off. And then we started focusing more on TikTok than on Instagram. And then the thing with TikTok is every single day we get a customer, "Oh, we're here because of TikTok." Whereas Instagram, I've never had someone say, "Oh, I'm here because of Instagram." You know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So like TikTok actually brings
clientele,
people to the restaurant.
Damn. And I'm sure you wasn't even expecting that.
No. And like, I think as our followers have grown, it's mainly Punjabi followers. And like lately, it's just been all over the world. Punjabis come, "Yo, we came here because of TikTok."
Damn.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
And like you just said, that brought people from TikTok, like,
yeah.
And at first you weren't even like, I'm just on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to do TikTok. How hard was it to get somebody who basically understood the culture and what to throw in at this point and make this video pop?
Initially, I was doing everything, or writing writing ideas and seeing what we can do.
Right.
And then I finally found the right social media person, and she understood the vision. I explained it to her, and she got it right away. And then from that point on, now she takes care of all of that, and then it's just been amazing. And she's even more edgier and more creative than I am, so she just takes it.
Took it to the next level. What's been one of your like most popular videos, like I guess views wise or whatever you want to consider being popular?
So one of our videos, we didn't think it was gonna be like, it was gonna pop off.
Yeah.
And it was just the our waitress Una and then the uncle. They're just in the kitchen standing, kind of like looking at each other.
Yeah.
Uncle's like adjusting his turban and stuff. And that one got 3.3 million views.
3.3 million.
Yeah.
And he wasn't doing nothing.
I mean, they're just yeah.
He was looking. They was looking at each other.
Looking at each other.
And that was like, oh damn, man, this is a great TikTok video.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like you said,
that's a weird thing about TikTok. You just don't know what the fuck's gonna pop off. Like some videos that we put all our energy, we're like, yeah, this is gonna be the one, and then it fucking doesn't do anything. And there's one that you'd never even expected.
Yeah.
And it just.
And is it the shorter the video is a better hit, or is a longer one that's better, or how is that? I guess for you.
To be honest with you, I used to like YouTube like how to grow our TikTok. Like I used to listen to all these experts.
Yeah.
You got to make a short video. You got to make a long, like you got to use these hashtags. You got to do this and that. Now I stopped doing that. I was like, you know what? It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
You just like content is content.
Right.
If you put good content.
If it's good, it's good.
It's good. Yeah. If it doesn't hit today, it might hit
later.
It might hit later.
Yeah.
So that's how I look. I don't listen to anybody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the beginning, I was always so nervous. Why didn't this one trend? Or why didn't, you know what I mean?
Like
now I'm just like, if we're laughing at the video, I'm sure then the people looking at it, they're like,
probably laughing too.
They're probably laughing too.
Yeah. Or like you said, even the ones you weren't expecting to laugh, it was like, oh, well, good thing that one actually did hit.
Exactly.
So that actually.
But now we know like.
Kind of what your audience
is what the audience wants.
Adapting to.
Yeah. So then we try to do more of those. But we're also experimenting. So like I told our social media person to let's do like more English themed videos just to see if it attracts American customers. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? So
because what's your biggest audience?
Right now it's Punjabi and Indian customers.
And they're tapping in like what you doing this out here and they still tapping all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
How is it even reaching that? Is it the hashtags or whatever? It's like that's crazy.
I don't even know how to use TikTok. So that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
But
it's working.
It's working.
Exactly.
I think since we have such a nice location, it's all connected. We have a nice restaurant. We have dope ass murals. So like it's something different.
Definitely. I seen you had the Kobe one out there. You had the Drake one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to butcher dude's name. So you're going to probably have to say, there
Sidhu
we go.
Musala.
He had that one up there.
Yeah. So like, and then we have a Nipsey.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And you plan on adding a POC.
Yeah.
So it's like, you just
so like we're doing something totally. So when a customer, like not even a customer, when a random person sees us, oh, wow, there's a Drake mural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of intrigues the customer. Hey, I might want to check this place out.
Exactly. That's not the usual what we would find there.
And then like, I'm glad I met that artist. You know what I mean? He's done such really cool art. So it's like it's all.
I was like, damn, but you met Drake? I was like, oh damn, you did
so my
all
brother, he looks like Drake.
So
that's why we put the Drake one. He looks just like him. So we call him the Punjabi Drake.
Is that his Instagram tag?
No.
He should have definitely had that.
Yeah. So like that was one of our videos that we done. That one went viral.
Did they really think it was Drake?
No, it was just kind of like, oh wow, he kind of looks.
He kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like it was funny.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like little things like that, and then the ambiance, everything's all connected. So that's where I feel like if it was just if it was my other restaurants, I probably wouldn't get the same
feedback
or reach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, there are some people on TikTok that get lucky.
Right.
You know what I mean? You need luck too.
Yeah, exactly. If they hit at that time or whoever reposted or whatever the case is. And with you being so invested in the business, what do you enjoy doing outside the business?
Right now, just hanging out with the family.
And that's
right now, I'm just so motivated. I'm just like.
What you feel creating that motivation for you right now?
And
is this more motivated than you ever been throughout your journey with this restaurant?
Yeah.
And what you, like I said,
I think so. Like when we had 3 restaurants, I personally felt like I got a little cocky, and then like when you get cocky, you get complacent.
So you was an asshole.
Yeah, I could say that. I was.
And would you say like you was asshole to your employees or like
No. Just
period? I was just an asshole.
asshole and like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like when I started college, I was like, that's not the way to live, you know? Like you can't think like
Can't
that.
be treating folks like this.
Not even like I wasn't just like I got so complacent. And I feel like that's probably why I didn't care in school either, because it's like I have 3 restaurants. Why do I need to?
So in a way, did it feel like a privilege?
Yeah,
like they would say, I felt like I was privileged. Like I don't need this.
Yeah,
shit.
I didn't need this.
Goddamn 3 restaurants.
Yeah, so I kind of like I feel like it hindered me
because I didn't even want to get more.
Yeah,
because like I already got like this shit.
And then I like took it like when I quit alcohol, I took it extremely serious. And then, like I said, it's luck. So we were like the first ones to do delivery back in like 2013 or 2014. Damn. So like at that time, it was Eat24 and Grubhub.
Yeah. I don't remember Eat24, but I remember Grubhub.
Yeah. And at that time, we as a restaurants were responsible for finding, like delivering the order. It wasn't they sent drivers.
So it was like you guys have delivery drivers.
So we had like a delivery service.
Right.
With drivers. And then like, it was like I said, it's a competition.
Right.
And at that time, I was like, fuck it. We're going to do free delivery for the first 3 miles. And I'll pay out of pocket to the drivers for the delivery fee. And then like it was, I forgot the rates, but we went all the way to like Imperial Beach, all the way to like Del Mar.
Damn.
All the way, I think as far east as Santee.
And you were getting orders all the way out there.
Yeah. So we like.
So that's even better. You were actually getting orders out that way. So, I mean, that's a plus.
Yeah. So when we had our other restaurant in Hillcrest, with the deliveries, and I was doing it, like the delivery fees were cheaper than my competitors.
Yeah. So
I just ate, Yeah.
How'd you even learn how to run a business?
You just got to work it. You know what I mean? There's no, like, once you're in the business, you'll learn. But it's not like you go to class and they'll teach you. Of course.
And that's why I'm just asking, like, from your perspective.
You got to be in it. And you just got to, learn, like, get tips and tricks, ask, make mistakes.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, as a family now, it's cool because my parents can tell me, all right, you're going to make this mistake.
And it happens.
And it happens. And you learn from it. So that's a cool thing, you know what I mean? But now my parents are older too, so I can tell, hey, I think you guys are making a mistake here. Right. So it's like
because times have changed. It's like, okay, things are not working how they used to back then.
Yeah.
So you touched on kind of like what's been some of the hardest parts of the business. What's been the best aspect of the business?
The money. So the financial freedom.
Yeah.
You can do like,
And this is your full time.
Yeah.
And like you said, but since this is bringing you that, why do you want to transition outside of it now?
Because I want to, like I said, do something that's not as labor intensive. It's hard to find good employees. It's hard to, find skilled employees.
Definitely.
Whereas if I find another business, it's still going to be hard. But, I feel like as a family, now my parents are getting old, they need to retire. And it's just like a transition. But with this TikTok thing, it kind of like rejuvenated us. And now we're just
full on
again. You know what I mean?
Pedal to the metal type of
that's my thing right now. I'm just like, I love competition. And I feel like, like when we had the 3 restaurants, that wasn't as competitive. And now I'm just, when we started the deliveries, that like put, made a huge impact. And then we outgrew that space. That's why we came into this one. And this one, now we're experimenting where I'm kind of toning down the deliveries so we can get more people to come in.
Exactly.
And then just little things like that, right now, like I said, the murals. So it's like, we're different.
It's bringing more than even just the food itself.
Yeah. Being different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I take pride in that. I want to be totally random. I don't want to be like the upscale, fancy restaurant. I want a restaurant where anybody can come.
And you saying like being different, that's even that kind of made me think about how you don't even drink anymore.
Yeah.
What took you to the point that you felt like you even had to drink so much? And then after I asked you, like, what took you then? It was like, okay, I know I need to stop now. So what got you to the point that you felt like you had to be drinking so
I was
damn
drinking
much?
every day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do that shit every day?
Friends. Everybody was down, you know? Like, everybody wanted to drink.
Uh-huh.
All my other friends, they worked in restaurants.
Mm.
You know, when you get off like a Friday night.
Oh, let's get a drink.
Let's get a drink.
Yeah.
College. Drink.
Let's get a drink. We're going
and
to a
then,
party.
The thing with some of my friends, they can control it.
Mm-hmm.
And then me, I couldn't, you know? So then I realized, like, why am I drinking every day? Why am I hungover? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So once I decided to give that up, that's where like my life changed.
Transition.
And even some of my friends, they don't drink as much. So we started doing like hiking.
Definitely,
so we could still hang
outdoor
out,
type of
but
thing.
like something to get that bond and that
Like,
camaraderie.
we don't have to just hang out and drink every day.
Exactly.
We could go now and take a hike.
So me and my friends started doing hike, just random shit, just to
Yeah.
like divert from drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just I just stopped, and then it was.
And now you've been straight for 13 years.
Yeah.
What's that now? And you looking back after 13 years, are you proud of like where you at now?
Oh yeah. Definitely proud.
And that's for a lot. I'm sure for a lot of people who maybe are suffering going, because like you said, and like you even said, kind of and within your culture, they do go through a lot of alcoholism.
Yeah.
So for people who are watching this, it's like that is attainable to not be drinking for however long you've been doing it now.
Mm-hmm. My brothers never drank.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So we're like outliers.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean? So like,
and that was like because of what he's seen in the culture, or it's like
one of my cousins passed away like through drunk driving.
okay.
So he remembered that, and
that stuck with him.
That stuck with him.
I don't never want.
I never
to
want
do that.
I never want to be in that situation.
Yeah. And that would be something that definitely makes you go like, okay,
Yeah.
that's not the move for me.
And then I think my dad, after he got married, he quit drinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he quit drinking. So now we're just,
Mm-hmm.
none of us drink.
And that's like you said, once you stop doing that,
Yeah.
that took you to another level that you probably would have never seen if you were continuing
most
that
definitely.
same path.
Because now I'm alert 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have hangovers.
Yeah.
I'm ready to.
And you said like
I'm ready to go.
that's up. That's the up on the competition.
Yeah. I welcome competition. It brings the best out of me. It will challenge me. And right now, like, it's pedal to the metal. You know what I mean?
And that made me even think, what made you so competitive?
I've always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think being a Kobe fan.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So just his like
that drive,
the work ethic.
He got a game and he's going to practice afterwards.
I was like, that's how I view life now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to like, that's why like I'm so motivated now, just because I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? I want to maximize whatever potential I have.
Yeah.
And just see what I can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with that, like, that made me think, I don't know what the hell that made me think. Where do you like eating outside of? Because I know you said like you always bring your food home. Where you like to eat outside of this? Or is this all all you eat?
I don't eat, like I can't eat Indian food that much anymore.
Word.
Yeah, I don't.
It fuck up your system.
No, I've eaten it so much that you just get bored.
Like, okay, I need something else.
Yeah.
So what you really like eating?
Whatever. Like literally. Like so me and my wife usually Yard House. Just to take the kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in and out. Just like anywhere.
So you like burgers, like
I can eat anything.
Right.
So like Italian food, like in Little Italy.
And if you were to ever do food again, would you ever transition outside Indian food?
So my brother, he has a franchise in PB.
Mm-hmm.
It's coffee and juice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different. It's a system, but it's a franchise, you know what I mean? So they're a little, franchises suck, but I personally, I don't know. I think I would, the thing that motivates me right now is Indian pizzas are really big right now.
I've never heard that. Y'all do that here?
We can make it, but we don't do it.
Yeah.
But that's a trend that's like
trending in it.
hella trending, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of like is inspiring me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's probably the only thing I would do.
Yeah.
Outside. I want to do something that I'm good at. I don't want to. If I'm not like, you know what I mean?
If you're not good at doing this, I'm not going to stray in that lane.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to mine.
Like I'm good at this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then the Indian pizza, I think I can be good in that.
Mm-hmm.
But then the part of me is like, do I really want to get another restaurant? You know what I mean?
It's kind of getting you, kind of pulling you this way and pulling you that way. And
the intrigue is there, you know?
Well, shit, why wouldn't you try to start, if you started it doing it here and like you made that a menu, then you see how many people actually are coming, boom, 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 for the Indian pizza.
One, we need like the old school pizza ovens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
We don't have the space.
Okay.
And then I think like it probably takes 10, 15 minutes to cook like those.
And actually making it from scratch, and you probably do it on naan bread and stuff like that.
So I feel like timing, it might, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see, you know?
Definitely. And that made me also now think about this with timing and stuff like that with your daughter, and you like pushing this restaurant. I know you touched on a little earlier. You said how you want to be able to give this to her
if she wants to,
right? And that's what I was gonna think. Is like,
I'm not gonna.
What if she was like, I don't want to come in restaurant business?
I support her.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough business. I would never like, you know what I mean? Like
it was a lot of stress.
Yeah, I would never. You know what I mean?
Mm.
A lot of like our family friends, you know, oh man, I want to open up a restaurant. I was like, yeah, just because you think you make good food,
right?
It doesn't translate
different than running a whole business,
whole restaurant. Exactly.
Because the chef is the one cooking.
Yeah.
But who was running everything?
Running, payroll.
Yeah.
Like the amount of expenses there.
Like, oh man, I could cook, bro. I could run a restaurant.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So like, that's where I tell people like,
it's not what you think.
It's not what you think. The only people I recommend is if they actually have like that passion to like, then I'm like, hey, then do it, you know, be you. But
yeah,
my parents, I don't think they wanted to do it. It's just,
it was there.
It was there. And we, you know, took advantage of it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you feel like college paid off for you?
No.
That was quick as hell. Like, no. What did you even go to college for?
Business.
What the hell? You doing business?
It was like business and it was entrepreneurship.
And that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, but it was just like, for business, it was like, how do you work in a company? You know what I mean?
This is like, I'm building my own.
Yeah. And then like entrepreneurship classes, there was classes how you could, like, you know, draw like write a plan out, a business plan.
Mm-hmm.
But like, in reality, you know what I mean? If you don't go through it, anybody can write a business plan. I feel like even though teachers that I probably had, they don't have any businesses.
Mm-hmm.
How are they teaching me, you know, like how to run a business?
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't. My thing was networking, just making friends.
And now you actually, instead of the classes, you just experience everything. And now you're running the business.
Yeah. I was just getting drunk, you know what I mean?
And now you passed that. Yeah. So now we off to new, bigger and better things.
But yeah, I wouldn't, you know. I watch this podcast, Valuetainment, a lot. And like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and he talks about like how much money you have to spend to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And like all these people taking out all these loans and stuff like that. It's like,
right.
Is it worth it?
It's a lot of debt.
Is the debt worth
for shit that you could have learned through experience?
My advice to people would be, unless you want to become like a doctor, lawyer, or nerd, you know what I mean? Those, right.
Those fields.
Yeah, you'll make your money back, you know what I mean? But like, other than that, I would say go like in a skill trade, like a plumbing, where you know.
You could turn that trade into income.
First, you can make a lot of money, and then you can make your own business if you...
Exactly. Then you can have a team under you and things like that.
I would recommend that.
Mm-hmm.
And like with social media now, you can do anything. You know what I mean?
From home.
Yeah. So that's where like I feel like everything's changed, which makes it harder for us businesses because it's harder to get employees because you can make more money
doing something.
OnlyFans, you know, whatever you want, and it's like, but that's just, you know, you got to adapt.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a proponent of school
for sure.
Yeah.
And with that being said, let them know how they can reach you on your OnlyFans. I'm just fucking with you.
No.
No, definitely just let them know. Let them know how they can reach you anything else you got new going on, anything like that. So
You
they can
can
tap in with the restaurant, the TikTok, everything.
Yeah, you can just follow us on India Palace SD on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, this has been a pleasure.
I appreciate you for coming on. With that being said, it's been another episode of the Big Umbrella Podcast, and it's a wrap.
I'm done.
There we go. Well, let's get some tacos, nigga. Can we really get some tacos? You trying to get some tacos? Let's get some tacos, nigga.